before I go ahead, let me tell you that we have been going on with this lecture series for past few days. From 10th we started this series, and we are planning to continue this till 30th. And this is the first of its kind series that we initiated with, and we are very much happy to have you with us. So I formally welcome you for today's session. I welcome all the students who have joined today, and I hope today's session will be very useful. Before I hand over mic to you, sir, let me introduce you to my students. Dr. Raja Rawat, he has done his BSc and MSc from the University of North Bengal. He happened to be my senior. He did his master's in 2002, although we did not meet before, but he did his master's in 2002, and he recently did his PhD from the Swami Vivekananda University in 2019. He is a person of merits, as from the profile it is understandable. He has received honorary wildlife wardenship for the Jalpaiguri district in 2009 and 10. He qualified WBFS, which is a bit, out of the track system for an academician. So he is also a qualified WBFS officer, and he qualified this in 2010. He is also the recipient of Dr. Ajay Hum Centenary Award by the Science Association of Bengal in 2014. He also qualified WBCSC SET in 2015, and the best part is he is also the recipient of Bangaratna Award in 2021. So it is our honor to have you with us, sir, and I hope our students will get a lot of knowledge from you in today's session. The floor is yours, sir. Dr. Raja Rao, please.
Students may please, stop sharing so that sir can share. Rajada, can you hear us? Hello? Hello, Rajada, can you hear us? Are you with, I can see. Okay, possibly he has lost his connection. Okay, let us wait for some time. Okay, I'm trying to contact him again. I cannot see him. The voice is echoing.
I think he is having problem with internet or something.
Yeah, possibly. It seems the case. Yeah, he just called me and told me that the weather is very bad in his place. So it's possibly some connectivity issue, and if he's trying to solve it, if it doesn't work out, then he may join from the mobile. He has his presentation in the mobile, so he's trying to join in. If it doesn't work out, then he will be doing it by mobile. Same is here also. Even in Kolkata today, it is raining quite ferociously. So connectivity has become an issue.
I think joining with mobile is also okay.
Yeah, I just told
There
him
should
that
not be a
joining from
problem.
mobile will be also okay, no issues.
Right, right.
Okay, he's joining in. He just told me. He's transferring his files from laptop to mobile. So he will start the lecture as soon as the process is covered.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you are
Hello.
audible, Dr. Rao.
Okay. Just I'm trying. Very sorry. Some technical issues are there. I'm trying to share this slide.
Dr. Rao, then we can share this for you.
My screen is actually visible to all of you or not? That means
it's visible.
my screen is there, no? Visible. That means phylum Echinodermata is visible, no?
Yep.
So, okay. Actually, it's okay. Actually, I don't know whether it is visible or not from my part. Phylum Echinodermata or yeah. Okay, it's okay, no?
Excuse me, Rajada, I think we cannot see the presentation, but you have just shared the presentation. We can only see the, Google Meet page on the on our screen. So may we try from our end to present the lecture?
Screen.
And,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think I am already sent you. So if is it possible, please you just share it. And now I am just talking on this. Okay. Is it possible?
Any member of the technical committee, I have shared the slide that is sent by our respective speaker in our group. So please try to share the screen on that PPT folder. Any member from the technical committee? Anyone?
Okay, I'm doing this.
Okay. Ritesh sir is going to do that. Okay. So Ritesh sir is actually running the slide. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Yeah.
You can stop sharing. Now I can.
Okay. It's okay. I'm stopping it.
Yeah, it's visible now.
It is visible now, no? It's okay. A very good evening to all of you. I am very sorry for some technical issues. First of all, I would like to thank Goruvadhan College, our officer in charge sir, HOD sir and all other teachers and all other faculty members along with non-teaching staff also. As well as my beloved students who are actually they actually belongs to various parts of West Bengal, I think. Anyway, I am directly going to our discuss on this phylum Echinodermata. It is very well known phylum for all of you. So first of all, just I have to give some details regarding this phylum. Basically, this is a phylum which is almost just start their journey on the onset of chordates, right? So all over the world today there are more than 6,500 to 6,800 living species are found all over the world. Actually, they are actually extinct species, we can say, or you can say that they are surviving today still now. If we consider regarding this, their general characteristics, because this is under your syllabus, so they actually all of them are marine exclusively. Only two phylum are all the organisms of the two phylums are belongs to the marine in nature. One of them this phylum is. Second thing is that they are generally live at the bottom of the sea, but most of the time they are pelagic. That means they are actually free swimming in the open water, and some of them remains attached to the substratum. That is we call sessile in nature. Okay. If we consider their general characteristics, that means their body form or any other things, if you consider regarding their body form, it varies. Sometimes it assumes like a star, assumes like a spherical or cylindrical. Sometimes it is unsegmented, and always the main thing is that their body lacks head. That means their body is devoid of head. Many echinoderms bear spines. They are tinsel-like pedicellary, and that is why they are called as a echinoderm, because echinos, the term is means spiny or some rough-like structures, and derma, that is means skin. So their skin having spines on their body. So many echinoderms bear spines and tinsel-like pedicellaries. Spines are protective in functions, basically, and the pedicellary keep their body surface clear of debris and minute organism also. So these are actually some characteristic feature which is very much essential for them. If we consider regarding their symmetry, as we know that there are several types of symmetry, and the larva of this particular group of animal is bilaterally they are symmetrical. But on the other hand, if you consider regarding the adults, they are pentamerous radial symmetrical body structure can be seen. That means they are generally consisted of basically pentamerous type of structure. But radial symmetries also can be seen in their adult animal, and their body parts are also arranged in 5 or multiple of 5 number of structure, or what we call that as arms like structure. Now if we consider regarding their body wall actually made up of their basically epidermis is a single layered and it is ciliated. Okay, so single layered and ciliated. In many echinoderms, there is an endoskeleton which is made up of calcareous plates, and which also there forms a dermal structure. Okay. Besides, they are actually, if we consider in their origin and what they are in formation in their during their developmental stages, basically they are mesodermal in origin. Okay. So these are their body wall and all other things. That means they possesses epidermis, they possesses dermis layer, and they are mesodermal in origin. Okay. Now, if you consider regarding their special type of structure that can be seen among them, and that is ambulacral system, which is not present in any animal of any phylum of the world today. Ambulacral system is only found in case of in this group of animals. Okay. So if you consider or if you think about what are they or what is actually ambulacral system, it is a characteristic feature of this particular phyla. and this system is of coelomic in origin. Okay, because as we know that the coelomic structure will start from annelids, so they are advance of the annelids, and that is why their system is coelomic in origin, and it consisted of a chain of different types of tubes or channels which is remain attached to each other. Okay, and it starts from a perforated plate which is called as madreporite. Just remember, is madreporite is one of the important and special type of structure which is found among them. So dear students, you should know about the madreporite and also write a note on this madreporite in future, which will be helpful for you. Anyway, it starts from a perforated plate which is called as madreporite and ends into tube feet. Okay, tube feet is also a special kind of structure which can be seen in echinoderms, and all the canals are filled with fluid. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. If you
Okay.
want me to change the slides, please let me know. Okay. So I think.
Oh, actually, I think that okay. So
So that way, I think you can make.
yes. I think that along my dialogue or my lecture, slide will actually move, and that will be helpful for them. Yes, this is one of the.
If you want, then it's fine.
Uh, okay. Sir, please, I think that please change slide number 5. Okay. Okay, I will call you, just change for changing, any change. Okay. So please go for slide number 5. That means where ambulacral system, details of ambulacral system has been given on that slide. Okay, Ritesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Please change slide number 5. Okay. So ambulacral system is one of the important system which actually only exclusively found in this group of animals. Okay, so this is ambulacral system. In next, please next slide. Please go for next slide. If we consider regarding their digestive system, usually they actually complete their digestive system. They are basically deuterostome, as we know that they are deuterostome. So they have two stomach along with the cardiac, and actually two types of stomach can be seen among them. One is stomach cardiac, another one is pyloric stomach. Okay, so usually complete type of digestive system can be seen among them, where two types of stomach can be seen. One is cardiac type of stomach, another one is pyloric type of stomach, out of which cardiac stomach can comes out of the mouth during the capture of prey. Okay, and if we consider regarding their hemal system or perihemal system, whatever we call, they are actually they have hemal and perihemal system which is open in a circulatory system. So open type of circulatory system can also be seen among them, and blood has no respiratory pigment at all, and there is a no heart also. So these are the basic structure among them. Next slide, sir. Now we come on respiratory organs. If we consider regarding the respiratory organs, in starfishes, there are some dermal branchia are found, which is responsible for their gaseous exchange. Okay, and it's almost assumes like a finger-like, and also thin-walled, a kind of an elongated tubular structure which is present on the aboral surface. So basically they have two type of surface. Always remember it. One is aboral, another one is oral. Okay, so on the aboral surfaces, they are actually elongated tubular structure can be seen, which is remain filled with coelomic fluid. Okay, and these fluid exchange their gases through the semi-permeable dermal branchia. Okay, semi-permeable dermal branchia. Please mention this type of notes, or this type of what we call that word. This word will be important for you. So, semi-permeable dermal branchia that are commonly known as such type of structure, right? Now, if you consider regarding their excretory organs, they are actually specialized type of excretory organs can be not seen among them. But the thing is that their nitrogenous wastes, which are remain diffused with their coelomic fluid, and they are actually comes out from through the gills also. Okay, so nitrogenous wastes remain diffused with the body fluid, and they sometimes they comes out with the gills. Their main excretory product or fecal matter, what we call, that is ammonia. So ammonia is the chief excretory matter of them. Okay, next slide please, sir. If we consider regarding their nervous system, right? So basically they have no brain at all. Okay, so they consisted of a nerve ring and radial nerve cords also. Okay, so they are, as because they are invertebrates, they consisted of a nerve ring and radial nerve cords. Brain not present among them, and sense organ also poorly developed among them. So these are the nervous system. If we consider regarding the their sexes and fertilization, they also very few of them are separate in sexes. Otherwise, there would be always external type of fertilization normally happens, and there is a no scope of sexual dimorphism also. I think that all student, my dear all student, know that what is sexual dimorphism. So please quote this line or note this line, sexual dimorphism. It is also one of the another important thing. So there is a no sexual type of dimorphism. Okay. Next slide please, sir. If we consider regarding their development is indirect in nature, and actually it includes a ciliated bilaterally symmetrical larva that undergoes metamorphosis to change into radially symmetrical adult. So basically their larva is a bilaterally symmetrical, whereas adult are radially symmetrical. Just remember this word. Okay, bilaterally symmetrical larva, but the adults are radially symmetrical. Okay, and these changes happens under the metamorphosis system. Okay, so metamorphosis is also one of the important thing that all students of zoology should know. If we consider regarding autotomy or regeneration, sometimes it can be seen but not clear in all time. Okay, so these are all about their development. Next slide please, sir. Now on the basis of all these characters, I think that certain character would be obviously unique for every organism or every group of organism. Obviously it also applicable for this group of animal. And if we consider their unique some features, you should note that first of all, the presence of spines and pedicellary, this is a kind of unique type of structure that can be seen among them, number one. If we consider the number two is that the presence of ambulacral system, it is also one of the important system. I have already told you that ambulacral system cannot be seen in any organism of any phylum. Okay, so ambulacral system is also one of the important characteristic feature. Third one is hemal system. Hemal system and perihemal system is present among them, and this is kind of a unique type of system. Okay. Fourth one is their origin is mesodermal. I have already told you, and that is why mesodermal endoskeleton can also be seen among them, which is obviously of calcareous plate. As we know that the endoskeleton always in maximum group of animals, they actually made up of calcareous structure. So in this case also it happens, but their origin in mesodermal. So mind it, mesodermal endoskeleton of calcareous plates, it is one of the important thing among them. fourth important thing is that their larva, that means two type of symmetry can be seen. One is bilateral symmetry in case of larva, and radial symmetry in case of adult. This is also one of the unique characteristic feature if we consider regarding this particular group of organism, right? So all these things, that means first of all, what I have told you, that the presence of spines or pedicellary, number one. Okay, so remember it, all students. Presence of spines and pedicellary, one of the important unique character. Second thing is that ambulacral system, also second important characteristic feature you should know. Third one is presence of hemal system and perihemal system also. Fourth one is their mesodermal endoskeleton, which is made up of calcareous plates. So you should know, and you should mention it in all your notes or anywhere. Whenever I ask you, state some characteristic feature of this particular group of organisms, etc., etc. And the fourth important characteristic, fifth important characteristic feature is presence of bilateral symmetry in larval forms and radial symmetry in adult form. Okay. Next slide, please, sir. Now, if we consider regarding there are some degenerative type of characteristic feature which is also important for this particular group of phylum. First of all, that is lack of head. They are actually devoid of head. So this is one of the important character first, which is degenerated character. You can you should mention it as a degenerated character. So first of all, that the lack of head is one of the important thing. Second one is simple sense organs. They are not a complicated type of sense organs, only simple type of sense organ. Also incomplete type of digestive tract that can be found in some forms, but not in all. I have already told you that almost digestive system is well and good among maximum group of animals among this phylum, but some of them have incomplete type of digestive tract. So this is also one of the degenerative characteristics feature. Fourth one is they have actually reduced type of circulatory system. They have a circulatory system which is made up of hemal and perihemal, I have already told you, but it is a kind of reduced type. Okay, so please note this reduced type of circulatory system. And the fifth and important part is their absence of excretory system. Not unified excretory system is present among them. I have already told you their chief excretory product is ammonia. So basically absence of excretory system can be seen among them. So these all five characteristic feature are a kind of degenerated type of characteristic feature. Okay. Well, and now I am going to discuss regarding there some affinities, and please go, sir, next slide for affinities and resemblance with the chordates. Okay, so sometimes question comes on the resemblance or affinities regarding regarding with the that's just compare it or resemblance or what are their affinities towards chordates. So if we consider regarding this, we have to know and we should mention this sort of characteristic feature. First of all, radial and intermediate type of cleavage can be seen among them. First of all, okay, so their cleavage is radial and intermediate. Okay, radial and indeterminate. Very sorry, indeterminate. Okay, so radial and indeterminate type of cleavage can be seen, and this characteristic feature is a characteristic feature of chordates. Always remember it. So radial symmetry as well as indeterminate cleavage. Okay, so this is the first sign which shows them their affinity towards the chordates, number one. Second thing, their gastrulation can be seen among them, and this gastrulation is kind of invagination also can be seen. So gastrulation, presence of gastrulation, the almost similar type of gastrulation process, and invagination. This event also can be seen among them. So this is another type of characteristic feature which is also present among chordates. Okay. the third thing is that their mouth derived as an ectodermal invagination. Okay, mouth derived as an ectodermal invagination. So this is also one of the unique characteristic feature that is always present among the chordates, and this sort of characteristic feature can also be seen among them. So this is also one of the indication that they are towards chordates. Okay. If we consider regarding fourth characteristic feature, their adult, if you consider their anus, in case of adult animal, it is always derived from embryonic blastopore, and I have already told you that they are actually deuterostome. Okay, so we know that what is proterostome, deuterostome. So deuterostome, that means their anus actually derived from the embryonic blastopore. Okay, so as because their anus derived from blastopore, it is a kind of a deuterostome type of nature, and deuterostome chordates are also deuterostome. So presence of this sort of character or deuterostomic type of characteristic feature is also reveals that they are towards chordates. Okay, then the another one of the important characteristic feature, that is mesodermal endoskeleton. Okay, this is also another one of the important characteristic feature. I have already told you that this type of mesodermal endoskeleton can be seen only in chordates, but it can be also seen in case of echinoderms. So this also indicates that they are quite resemble with the chordates. Okay. The next characteristic feature, and it is also very much important, that is their coelom is kind of a enterocellus. Okay, enterocellus. There are several types of coelom is there. So enterocellus type of coelom can also be seen among them, and it is also one of the characteristic feature that indicate that they are very much closer to chordates. Okay, next slide please, sir. Now, if we just consider all all the characteristic feature we have, I have already told you. It actually indicates that their resemblance is quite nearer to the chordate. So from these evidences or from these resemblances, we can say that echinoderms are quite nearer to the chordates than any other groups of animals. Okay, so they are quite nearer to the chordates. And it is also indicated that the chordates have been evolved obviously from echinoderms as an ancestor. So obviously they are comes out through the hands of or through the process of evolution, but actually there comes out from echinoderms. Okay, and echinoderms are actually ancestor. We easily say that they are actually ancestor of chordates. So these are the affinities and resemblance with the chordates. Next slide please, sir. Now I am going to discuss regarding their classification, but before that I want to recall you, dear student, that you should always remember all general characteristic feature and all other special type of characteristic feature among them, because these are important thing and that also be reflected in your examination. Okay, so I think that you should always remember all special type of character among them and all normal characteristic feature. So I have already discussed regarding you. I am just want to recall you. Okay, if we consider regarding their normal characteristic feature, that actually from my discussion, or as our several types of scientists have already worked on and working still now on these echinoderms, always remember that almost around 7,000 living species are found in all over the world today, first of all. But more than that, actually living genera and species have been lost, which was still remain unrevealed to us still now. Anyway, so they are actually almost 7,000 living species are surviving today, number one. They are all marine in nature. This is one of the exclusive character. Only two phylum under which all organisms remain exclusively marine. One is Ctenophora, phylum Ctenophora, and another this group of animals, that is Echinoderms. Okay. Third thing is that they are actually basically generally they live under the bottom of the sea. Okay, always consider them. And I want to just add on this also that do you all obviously know that the great scavenger of the world today, the greatest one of the greatest scavenger of world today is the Echinoderms, actually Holothurians. I have to discuss on Holothurians in my next slide, but I have to tell you that Holothurians, some group of these Echinoderms, they are actually the greatest scavenger of the world today, because they are actually bottom dweller, and they all are responsible to just scavenge all sorts of fecal matter or any debris or body parts of the all living strata of the upper area of the sea. Okay. Anyway, so they are generally they live at the bottom of the sea. Most of them are pelagic. That means they are actually free swimming in open type of water, but there few are sessile in nature. That means they remain attached to any kind of substratum, or they are unable to move. Okay, these are the also main character. Their body, if we consider their body is sometimes like star-like, sometimes spherical, sometimes cylindrical. Their body is unsegmented, and body obviously lacks head. Okay. Another thing is that many echinoderms bear spines and pincer-like structure, which is known as pedicellary. Okay, and these spines are basically protective in function. Pedicellary keep their body surface clear and clear to upper portion of the body. Especially, they actually relieve them from minute organism. Okay, so pedicellary a kind of an instrument which keep them clean, right? If we consider regarding their symmetry, there are two types of symmetry can be seen. First of all, one is bilateral symmetry, which can be seen among the larva, and second one is radial symmetry, which can be seen in adult animal. Okay. Then, if we just think about their body wall, what would be it? Then we can say that their epidermis is a single layered and it is ciliated. But in many echinoderms, there is an endoskeleton which is made up of several types of calcareous plates, okay, and which remain under the dermis layer. Okay, so endoskeleton which is made up of calcareous plates which remain under the dermis layer. Okay, so mention it. And they are basically mesodermal in origin, which is a very unique characteristic feature. One of the greatest thing which can be seen among them, that the presence of ambulacral system, I have already told you, it is a characteristic feature, particularly of this type of phylum, and the system is of coelomic origin. It consisted of a chain of different types of tubes or canals which remain attached to each other. Okay, and it starts from a perforated plate which is known as madreporoid, and it ends onto a tube feed. Okay, so tube feed, madreporoid is also one of the characteristic feature, and all canals are remain filled with fluid or sea water, and they are actually tube feed. Subsequently, it helps in locomotion. Okay, so these are some interesting character among them. If we consider regarding their digestive system, usually their complete type of digestive system is present, but in some forms it is incomplete in nature. Okay, and they have actually two type of stomach. One is cardiac type of stomach, what we call, and another one is pyloric stomach. Okay, and out of each cardiac stomach, it actually always comes out from the mouth during the capture of the prey. Okay, so please. This is one of the unique character, that their cardiac type of stomach can come out from the mouth during the capture of prey. Okay, remember it. This is one of the unique characteristic feature. And if you consider regarding their circulatory system, they have actually hemal and perihemal system instead of blood vascular system. The hemal and perihemal system represent onto the open circulatory system. Blood has no respiratory pigment and there is no heart. Okay. If we consider regarding their respiratory organs, in starfishes there are dermal branchi, for gaseous exchanges, and it is a like finger-like projections, which is thin-walled elongated tubular structure which is present on the aboral surface, which is remain filled with the coelomic fluid. Okay, and this fluid always responsible for exchange of gases through the semi-permeable dermal branchia. I have already told you that semi-permeable dermal branchia. Just mind it. Now, if we consider regarding their excretory system, they have no any kind of excretory system at all, especially not so structured or well organized type of excretory system. But the thing is that nitrogenous waste, which can also be found among them, they are actually diffused out through the gills always. Okay, so nitrogenous wastes are diffused out via gills, but the ammonia is the main excretory matter or product. If we see their nervous system, it consisted of a single simple nerve ring and radial nerve cords. Okay, so only thing is that they have no brain, they have a nerve ring and radial nerve cord. Okay, and sense organ is very poorly developed. If we consider regarding their sexes and all fertilization, their sex is generally external. That means their fertilization is usually external in nature, but they are except of a few, generally their individual sexes are separate. Okay, so a few are may remain different types of sexes, but the maximum is actually separate type of sexes can be seen among them. And one thing is that there is a no sexual dimorphism. I have already told you that sexual dimorphism, it is a very important thing and you should know. So sexual dimorphism, that means morphologically we easily diagnose is it a male or is it a female, like human. Okay, so this is called actually sexual dimorphism. So this sort of thing cannot be seen among them. So these are all the important characteristic feature. If we consider regarding their development is a kind of a what we call that indirect type of development can be happens among them, which includes a ciliated bilaterally symmetrical larva which undergoes metamorphosis and change into a radially symmetrical adult. Okay, and if we consider on the basis of all these general characteristic features, certain unique features can be seen. First of all, you should remember this: presence of spines and pedicellary, number one. Ambulacral system is present among them. Hemal and perihemal system is present among them. Mesodermal endoskeleton of calcareous plates, which is made up of calcareous plate, is being also present among them. Bilateral symmetry in larva and radial symmetry in adult can be seen. If we consider regarding their degenerative characteristic feature, one of them is degenerative character is lack of or their body is devoid of head, number one. Simple type of sense organs. Incomplete digestive system can be found in some forms. Reduced type of circulatory system and also absence of excretory system. So these are all degenerative characters. If we consider regarding their affinities or resemblance with the chordates, first of all, we should know that radial and indeterminate type of cleavage can be seen, which is a character of chordates, number one. Gastrulation and invagination also similar to the chordates. Okay. Mouth derived as an ectodermal invagination. Adult anus derived from the embryonic blastopore, that is known as deuterostome. So deuterostome type of structure development can be seen among them. Mesodermal endoskeleton, I have already told you, that can be seen, and enterocellus type of coelom can also be seen. So these are all characteristic features which are very resemblance with the chordates, and that is why we said that, or it is proved that the echinoderms are quite nearer to the chordates than any other groups. And it also indicates that the chordates have been evolved from the echinoderms as an ancestor. So all these things actually regarding the general characteristic feature, their affinities, resemblance with the chordate. Right now, I have to go for their classification. Okay. So Hyman et al., which was this schematic representation given by Hyman, one of the renowned scientists, in the year 1955. So basically, he has actually, I think that, sir, please go for slide, possibly slide number 14. Okay, slide number 14, sir. Ritesh, sir. Slide number 14. So, classification, if we consider and if you see that slide, that echinoderms are actually classified into two subphylum, mainly two subphylum. One is Eleutherozoa, one subphylum is Eleutherozoa. Another type of subphylum is Pelmatozoa. Okay, so Echinodermata, the phylum Echinodermata has been classified into two subphylum. One is Eleutherozoa and another is Pelmatozoa, right? If we just again classify this subphylum Eleutherozoa, it can be consisted of four type of classes. Okay, so you should know this only four type of classes. So Eleutherozoa, this subphylum can be classified as a four type of sub classes. One class is Asteroidea. Okay, Asteroidea. Second class is Holothuroidea. Third class is Echinoidea. Fourth class is Ophiuroidea. Okay, so I am just once again I have to tell you that first is Asteroidea, second class is Holothuroidea, third one is Echinoidea, and fourth one is Ophiuroidea. Okay, these all actually classes. Class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. Okay, so these are all classes under the subphylum Eleutherozoa. And another, on the other hand, the subphylum Pelmatozoa has only one living class. Okay, has only one living class, and that class is Crinoidea. So actually, in present condition, echinoderms it is actually consisted of basically five type of classes. Okay, five type of classes. Number one is Asteroidea, number two is Holothuroidea, number three is Echinoidea, number four is Ophiuroidea, and number five is Crinoidea. Right? Now next slide, please, sir. And now, if we consider the first class, that is Asteroidea, so you should you have to know 3 or 4 characteristic feature and 2 examples. So it would be sufficient for you in this part. So if you consider the class Asteroidea, first characteristic feature is their body is star-like. Right, their body is star-like. Generally, 5 arms are usually present, which are not sharply marked off from the central disc. If we consider, I would like to request Ritesh sir, please go for next slide. To see them on the particular animal. Okay, so if you see those 2 animals which are seen here, first is one is Asterias in left side in red color mark, and Asterina in the right side, it is quite white in color. Okay, so if you just see these 2 animals which is under this group, their body star-like, it is similar. They have 5 arms usually present, which are not sharply marked off from the central disc. Just see their disc. Okay, their central disc means their body, central part of the body, where you cannot actually separate them or mark off them from the central disc. Okay, just like a clumsy like structure. Okay, so that is why I have told you that their 5 arms are usually present, but they are not sharply marked off from the central disc. Okay, now third one, they have 2 feet. Okay, they have 2 feet with suckers. So this is also one of the important characteristic feature. Fourth characteristic feature is their larval forms. There are 2 types of larval forms can be seen. Always remember, I would like to request all my dear students that you should always remember at least larval forms, at least 2 larval forms wherever possible, and always remember it is one of the very unique characteristic feature of any group of animal. So larval forms are 2 types, and that is known as, one is Bipinaria and another one is Brachyolaria. Okay, Bipinaria and Brachyolaria, there are 2 types of larval forms. So these characteristic feature, that is first one is body is star-like, number 1. 5 arms are usually present, which are not sharply marked off from the central disc. Number 2, They have tube feet with suckers. This is number 3. And larval forms are two types. One is Bipinaria, another one is Brachyolalia. Okay. So these are 4 important characteristic features of this class. And if you consider, these 2 examples are best example of this group. Okay, Asterias and Asterina. And the picture shows you in left side Asterias and right side it is Asterina. Okay, so this is the all about regarding the class Asteroidea. Now in next slide, please go sir, in next slide, that means slide number 17. Okay, class 2, that is Ophiuroidea. Okay, Ophiuroidea. If you consider this Ophiuroidea group class, arms are sharply marked off from the central disc. Okay, this is the difference with the Asteroidea, the class 1. Okay, their arms are present, but they are not marked. They are not markedly or sharply marked off from the central disc. But in case of this group of organism, their arms are sharply marked off from the central disc. Number 1. Number 2 is ambulacral grooves are absent among them. It is one of the important thing which is absent among them. Okay. Also pedicellary absent. So ambulacral grooves, not ambulacral system, ambulacral grooves and pedicellary are absent among them. And there only one type of larva can be seen among them, that is Ophiopluteus. Okay, so larval form is only one type, and that is known as Ophiopluteus. So these are all characteristic feature which is present in class Ophiuroidea. Okay, so dear student, you should note this sort of point. Number 1, arms are sharply marked off. If we see the picture, I would like to request Ritesh sir, please go for next slide. You can see here easily, okay, that their arms are sharply marked off from the central disc. Just see, we easily distinguish them from the central disc. Number 1. Second is ambulacral groove is absent among them. Pedicellary is also absent among them. But the larval form is Ophiopluteus. Okay, and 2 example is Ophiura and Ophiothrix. Just see, in your left side it is Ophiura, and on the right side it is Ophiothrix. Okay, so this is all regarding the class Ophiuroidea. Now in next slide. In next slide, that is class number 3, Echinoidea. Okay, Echinoidea. Now, if we consider regarding the class Echinoidea, it has some unique characteristic feature. That is why they are actually separate from the other class. First of all, their body is globular or disc-like. Okay, so their body is globular or disc-like. Number 1. Number 2, biting and chewing apparatus with teeth. Just remember, biting and chewing apparatus with teeth, which is specially known and special name has been given for them, that is known as Aristotle lantern. I think that all my dear students know Aristotle. Who is the Aristotle? It is not unknown to us, obviously. So on the basis or whatever we call that, to give him tribute, these great people, actually this organ is known as Aristotle lantern. Okay, so it is nothing but a kind of a biting and chewing apparatus with teeth. Okay, so biting and chewing apparatus with teeth, which is known as Aristotle lantern, which can be seen among them. This is the unique characteristic feature. Third one is ambulacral grooves are also absent in this class. Okay, ambulacral groove are also absent in this class. And fourth, that is larval forms. They have 2 types of larval forms. One is Pluteus and another one is Echinopluteus. Okay, so there are 2 types of larval forms. One is Pluteus, another one is Echinopluteus. So these are all the characteristic features which represent this class Echinoidea. Number 1 is body is globular or disc-like, biting and chewing apparatus with teeth, which is called as Aristotle lantern. Ambulacral groove is also absent among them, and larval forms are 2 types, that is one is Pluteus, another is Echinopluteus. Now go for next slide please sir, and just see the animal that is Echinus and Echine aracus. Okay. So there are two types of example which was given here. That is all under the echinoidea, and this echinus it is nothing but a kind of a sea urchin. Okay, it is known as a sea urchin. But on the other hand, if you see that is Echina arachnicus, Echine okay, Echine arachinus, that is commonly known as sand dollar. Okay, it is very commonly known as sand dollar. So this is in left side it is sea urchin, on the other hand right side it is sand dollar, and these are the best example of this particular class of group of class. Okay. Now in next slide, sir. Now the fourth class. This fourth class is known as Holothuroidea. Holothuroidea. Okay, and if we consider regarding their characteristic feature, their body is elongated and cylindrical. Number one, their body is elongated and cylindrical. Second thing is that oral end has a mouth which is surrounded by tentacles. Just mind it. The first time where we can see that the tentacles are present. Okay, so oral end has a mouth which is surrounded by the tentacles. Okay, remember it, which is not present in all other classes which have already I have told you. Okay, so tentacles and mouth surrounded by tentacles can be seen only in this group of animal. So oral end has mouth surrounded by tentacles. Third one is that is ambulacral groove is also absent here. Okay, spines and pedicellary are absent here also. It is one of the unique characteristic feature that we know. But the thing is that spines and pedicellary cannot be seen in this group of animals. Okay, and the fourth or fifth type of main characteristic feature that is the formation, the form of larva. So if we consider among them, that there are two types of larvae can be seen. One is auricularia and another is doliolaria. Okay, so larval forms are auricularia and doliolaria. Two types of larval forms can be seen among them. So class Holothuroidea has unique type of characteristic feature of its own. First is their body is elongated and cylindrical. Second one is their oral end has mouth which is surrounded by tentacles. Ambulacral grooves are also absent among them. Spines and pedicellary are absent. Okay, and larval forms are auricularia and doliolaria. Okay. Now if we consider regarding the example, please go for next slide, sir. That is, there are two types of examples can be seen. First of all, in left side you can see the Holothuria. Okay, and in right side you can also see Cucumaria. Okay, and both of these two separate genus or species are known as you can easily tell them that is a sea cucumber. Okay, it is commonly known as sea cucumber. So these are actually sea cucumber. Just assumes like a cucumber. And I have told you in my early lecture part that they are the greatest scavenger of the earth today of any animals which is present on earth. Not even sky scavenger, that is vulture, not even crow, not even humans, not even any other animal. Okay, so these are the only animal of the earth today that are actually known as the greatest scavenger of the earth, because they survive on the bottom of the sea, and all the stratum of the sea actually being used by several groups of organisms. They remain there, they survive there, they actually excrete their fecal matter or their body debris or any other things which is actually dropped out on the bottom of the sea, and all this bottom of the sea can be cleaned by this group of organisms. That is why they are called as the greatest scavenger of the earth today. So Holothuria and Cucumaria. Okay, now in next class I have to go for the last class, that is Crinoidea. Okay, next slide please, sir. Crinoidea. Now if you consider regarding their structure or their characteristic feature, first is body has a central disc. First of all, we have to know that their body has a central disc which is remain attached to the substratum. That means they are actually in adult condition, they are actually sessile in nature, I have already told you. So body has a central disc which is remain attached to the substratum, number one. Number two, their arms are branched dichotomously, having 10 arms. So this is quite unique characteristic feature of them. Arms are dichotomously, just like a plant, okay, branched and having 10 arms. Okay, this is also a unique characteristic feature of them. Third one is the spines, pedicellary and madreporide. These all are absent among them. Okay, so this is the unique characteristic feature, although we know that the spine, pedicellaria, madreporide, but unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you say or you can call them, that actually these are absent among them. Okay, this is the unique feature of them. Their larval form is only one type of larva can be seen, and this larva is known as Doliolaria. Okay, Doliolaria. So their larval form is Doliolaria, and these are also, this Doliolaria larval form also can be seen in previous class. Okay, so Holothuroidea. So larval form is only Doliolaria, and they are commonly called this. All groups of organism under this class are known as feather stars or sea lilies. Okay, so all sea lilies or feather stars are included under this class. And if we consider their examples, so examples are there. Please, next slide. Just see, this is the crinoidean people. Two organism. In my left side, it is Antedon. Okay, it is Antedon. And another one is also a feather star, or both of them are feather star, but it is quite similar to feather. That is why actually it is, if we actually common name is feather star, but it is actually crinoid. The genus is crinoid. So Antedon is another genus in my left side, and right side it is crinoid, which is both of them commonly known as a feather star. Okay, so this is the example of them. So with this, all based on their classification, their general characteristic feature, everything is completed. I have completed my first lecture. I think that it is actually exceed 40 minutes. So very sorry for all of you. So that's all from my part. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
So
much.
we have reached the
Yeah, Rohit, please continue.
end of the presentation. I think it's time to get more interactive. So if you, to all my fellow mates, if you have any problem, if you have any queries, questions, please feel free to ask questions. Please raise your hand so that we can know.
Students, it's open for questions. If you have any questions, please, you can ask. Go ahead. Especially first semester students. Okay, I think let's start from my side. Sir, Raut sir.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me.
This very, vague question. I would, it's a very informal question I'm asking.
Okay, sir.
Just for their information, sir, since we call them echinoderms, having spines on their skin, but in case of, as you have shown in case of crinoidea, and Holothuroidea, those two groups, they do not have as such spines on their skin.
Exactly.
How come they were included in Echinoderma?
Yeah. It is also my question. Anyway, but I think that you may agree with me. I think that devoid of these two characters or three characters, all other characters are always remain same under this phylum. Okay, and that is why the majority of characteristic feature are always similar to this group of animals. That is why I think that included under this. But the thing is that more classification or clarification is also needed in future. Okay, sir. So I think that considering to other character rather than this, they are actually included under this group. I think.
Yes, sir. Even I think actually
Yeah.
this question. Sorry, sir.
Exactly. No, 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 no. It's a
Sir,
genuine question,
please,
sir.
you can ask now. You can ask the question now.
Anybody? Who can ask, sir?
কোশ্চেন ছিল।
বলো।
গুড ইভিনিং স্যার। স্যার, অ্যাম্বুলেক্রাল সিস্টেম যেসব একাইনোডার্মে প্রেজেন্ট নেই, তাহলে স্যার মুভমেন্ট, ট্রান্সপোর্ট আর গ্যাস এক্সচেঞ্জ স্যার এগুলো কি করে হয়?
দেখো, ওদের অ্যাম্বুলাক্রাল সিস্টেম মানে পুরো সিস্টেম নেই এরকমটা নয় আর কি। হ্যাঁ, মানে ধরো আমি ওখানে খেয়াল করবে ওদের গ্রুপটা নেই, মানে অ্যাম্বুলাক্রাল গ্রুপ নেই। ঠিক আছে, গ্রুপ মানে খাঁজ আছে কিছু কিছু জায়গায়, যেখানে দেখবে অনেকগুলো ক্যানেল আছে। তোমরা এর পরের ক্লাসেই কোনোদিন যদি সুযোগ হয় অবশ্যই আমি বলবো তোমাদের, ওদের ওয়াটার ভাস্কুলার সিস্টেম একটা ইউনিক টাইপ অফ ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক ফিচার যেটা ওদের আছে, সেখানে এটা ডিটেলস আলোচনা হবে। দেখবে ওদের ওখানে রেডিয়াল ক্যানাল, ঠিক আছে, ওই বিভিন্ন ধরনের ক্যানাল আছে ওদের। ঠিক আছে, তো এইগুলোর ক্ষেত্রে না, মানে পুরো অ্যাম্বুলাক্রাল সিস্টেমটা অ্যাবসেন্ট আছে এরকমটা নয়, মানে গ্রুপটা নেই। বোঝাতে পারলাম তো? সেই জন্য সিস্টেমটা যেহেতু ওয়াটার ভাস্কুলার সিস্টেম তো ওদের মধ্যে আছেই, সেই ক্ষেত্রে ওদের লোকোমোশন মুভমেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে যে অন্যান্য অর্গ্যানগুলো আছে, যেমন ধরো টিউব ফিটি, ধরো আদার্স যে পার্ট আছে, ধরো রেডিয়াল ক্যানাল বা অন্যান্য ক্যানাল, রিং ক্যানাল আছে, আর অনেকগুলো ক্যানাল আছে, সেই ক্যানালগুলো দিয়ে ওদের এটা কিছুটা কভার হয়ে যায়। আর অ্যাডাল্ট অ্যানিমাল তো আমি আগেই বলেছি ওরা বেশিরভাগই সেসাইল থাকে, মানে ওরা হাঁটাচলা করতে পারে না, ফলে লোকোমোশনের ক্ষেত্রে খুব বেশি প্রবলেম হয় না। বুঝতে পারলে? এরকম আর কি ব্যাপারটা।
ইয়েস স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
ঠিক।
Anyone else?
Anybody else? You can ask me in Hindi, in except only Nepali. You can ask me in Bengali also.
Okay, I think we don't have any more questions from the students. Rui, you can conclude now.
Okay.
Since there are no more questions, so I would like to request our HOD, Sir Dr. Ritesh Biswa sir, to kindly officially give the vote of thanks for the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Rui. Now we are at the end of the session. Now I can see many of the students are already leaving. Anyways, today's session was very informative, and it was very, I mean, the way Raut sir taught us the entire Echinodermata, phylum, it was very smooth, very, palatable. I think it was one of the most palatable lecture I have heard till date. Very simple, very smoothly, and I'm really thankful to Dr. Raut for accepting our invitation and joining us today at the late hours. Giving his valuable time to us from the Department of Zoology and as a whole from the Gorathan Government College. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Raut for being with us, and my thanks also goes to all the participants for today's session. Thank you, everyone. Today's session has been a wonderful session. We had such a good opportunity to listen to Dr. Rawat. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us, and I hope we are going to have you again during the
Sure, sir. And I would like to request you, one request is mine, that you can share all PDF to our dear students if they wish to take. Okay,
sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for. Okay.
Now we can leave, sir. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay.